If you enjoy the advice and ideas that we give on the Teach for the Heart podcast, you might be interested in our resources that we have for schools. Let me tell you a little bit more about them. Well, welcome back to the Teach for the Heart podcast, where we tackle teaching challenges from a biblical perspective. This is a special news episode where I wanted to share a little bit about the resources that we have specifically for schools. And I know some of you that listen are actually administrators, and you might be very interested in these, but a lot of you are teachers. But I wanted to share this with you as well, because you might, as you listen, think, oh man, my school would really benefit from that. Or I think we should use this as PD. And so I want to let you know about some of the things, because we don't normally talk a lot about this on the podcast, so that you can maybe pass along the information to your administrator about some of these programs. So let me give you the URL first. You can go to teachfortheheart.com/schools, and that's where we kind of have a lot of our list of what we have. Now, there's a lot of things we have for schools, so I'm going to try to keep this brief and give you just kind of an overview. The first and the simplest thing that schools might be interested in is simply buying individual licenses to some of our courses for their teachers. So, for example, if you identify, man, I have a couple teachers that need help with classroom management, well, then you can get them Classroom Management 101, and you can just buy 2 licenses. You might have teachers that need help with time management and staying organized and getting done what they need to. Reclaim Your Time 101 is perfect for them. Teachers might say, man, I really would love some ideas on student motivation and how to build a better classroom culture. Well, Beyond Classroom Management is perfect for that. So you can kind of purchase one-off or groups of licenses for individual courses. The second thing that we offer, though, is a school license. So if you purchase a school license of any particular course, then you get access for your entire staff, both all the current staff and any future staff. So you could say, okay, we're all going to go through this program, and then I want to also be able to offer it as part of the onboarding to new teachers in the future. You can absolutely do that. So almost all of our courses and mini courses that we have are available in a school license for a significant savings, especially if you have more than just 5 or 10 teachers. It's a really big savings. And then, but the Classroom Management 101 school license has some even added benefits. So Classroom Management 101 school license is the thing that the most schools take advantage of, because it has not only what I just said, the opportunity to get access to the course for all of your teachers, but it also includes our classroom management workshops. So let me take a moment and tell you about the workshops, because they're part of the license, or they can be purchased individually. So we have, as of this recording, we have 5 classroom management group PD workshops. So they are designed for in-service days, whether at the beginning of the year or in the middle of the year, it doesn't matter. Each of these workshops is 90 minutes, but they're designed to be stackable. So they can stack on top of each other, or they can be broken apart into 2 45-minute blocks. So they're very flexible. They can be used in a variety of formats to fit kind of whatever time length you have. But here's how they work. So each one of them teaches a different piece of classroom management, and it's done in a workshop format. So it's a combination of, I will teach for, 5 to 8 minutes or so, and then there will be an activity block. Most of the activity blocks are shorter, 2 to 5 minutes. Some of them are a little bit longer depending on what's happening. But basically, they'll be watching a brief teaching and then either completing an activity that helps them say, okay, you just learned this. How do you actually want to apply it? Or having discussions with fellow teachers. So it's a really engaging format for something that's on demand. You're just, watching the video, but the video is very interactive, right? It's not just teaching. It's just short teaching blocks broken up with interaction. And the goal is to, first of all, help the teachers to apply what they're learning to their specific class, but also to provide opportunity to talk with each other, which is so valuable, that time to just talk and interact and learn from each other's wisdom and ask questions. A lot of times when I've done these in person, I've seen, veterans mentoring new teachers, so many ideas being shared. Sometimes teams are like, okay, we're all going to do it this way. It's just so valuable, that time there. I mentioned that I've done them in person. I do a limited amount of actually coming in person to do these workshops, but a lot of the time that's not in school budget. So that's why we created the on-demand format, so that you can bring in this and have this workshop for a much more affordable price. And just get the on-demand version. So those workshops, there's 5 of them. Once again, they can be purchased individually, or they're also part of the Classroom Management 101 license. So if classroom management is an area where there's teachers at your school that could use help, which honestly, I don't know if I've ever been to a school that it's not like that. But if there's more than just one or two teachers that could use help, this is really, really great because you can use the workshops for everybody. And once again, they're beneficial to even those that are good at classroom management because they're going to not only pick up some new ideas, but they're also going to be able to talk and collaborate and mentor other teachers that are struggling. So it's really great for your entire staff. So you can get the workshops, and then any teachers that need more help, they can also go through the course for more in-depth help. So it's a really great kind of 1-2 punch to really get your entire school more on the same page and really just boost their classroom management skills so that re- so that disruptions can be reduced and students can learn better. So all the information, once again, teachfortheheart.com/schools. So just to review what I said, first of all, you can just get individual licenses for individual teachers. You can get a school license. And then we also have these classroom management workshops. All of that, though, is included in the school license. We have a few other things we're looking into. We're actually just launching a one-on-one coaching program for teachers. This is something where this is really more of a premium offering for schools that say, okay, we want a mentor to go through the program with a teacher and provide them one-on-one help. If you're interested in that, that's not published anywhere right now, but you can get info for that by emailing us at hello@teachfortheheart.com. I hope you guys have found this interesting. If any of these are intriguing to you, I encourage you to do two things. One, go to teachfortheheart.com/schools and kind of get more info. And also just email us, hello@teachfortheheart.com. Sarah and Amanda are there and ready to answer any and all questions that you have about anything related to schools. If you said, man, that sounded interesting, but I'm not sure what's right for me, they'll be happy to answer your questions, point you in the right direction, help you get purchase orders going, help you use title funds if you have questions about how to use that. Most of our courses do get approved for title funds. So we'll be happy to answer any and all specific questions that you have. And if you are a teacher wanting to pass information on to your admin, I encourage you to go to send them those same pages. Send them to teachfortheheart.com/schools. So much information there, and that'll be a huge help to them. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. And I do hope that if you think this is something that'll be good for your school, that you will pass along that info. That is a great help to us, and we hope will in turn be a fantastic help to your school. Well, thank you for listening. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. In the meantime, teacher, remember, God is at work in you and through you, and He's using you to make a difference. Keep your eyes on Him and teach for the heart.